So is Osmongold out of touch? I think he is on this one. So let's check it out. And here are my thoughts on why he's out of touch and why I'm excited for Dragon Age Veilguard. So let's check it out.
I just can't see anything good about this. Manfred, let's go. Because these comments don't look like they're bot comments. Maybe they are, but I don't really think that they are. You're out of touch? Well, for their sake, I hope so. Because, as I said, I find every single aspect of this game absolutely repulsive. And I can't imagine that something like this would be appealing to anyone. But I fully expect to have an existential crisis 2.5 hours into playing the game, where I will have to lay down for 5 hours.
Like, bro, come on, bro. Oh my gosh, this dude. So first he's saying that it's repulsive and he doesn't understand like how anyone would be excited or who it would appeal to. Even this thumbnail says, who's excited for this game? So based on those little clips that we saw, this game appealed to RPG and story lovers. It has romance, it has a character creator, and my god, I love character creators. It's also got industry-leading companions, story arcs, banter, all that is legit. And I felt like in Dragon Age Inquisition, BioWare was leading in companions and their banter and their arcs. They were just really good. Baldur's Gate 3 has caught up, obviously, and even that one game, Persona 5, actually where you can take your romance and go on dates. There's also a little smaller game called Trails of Cold Steel, 3, 4, 5, and I think Reverie. There's so much you can do with companions and romance in that. It is so good. And for a long time, BioWare was leading in that, but now there's a lot more competition, which is really good. Decisions, I reacted to the gameplay and some of the decisions you make. That one part where she says, "I'm a mage," which is, I hope they fix that line. I get why they did it. They need it to be very basic for people. But the fact that you can choose one or the other to come with you, if you played Mass Effect, Dragon Age series, and BioWare games, you'll know that there's a story that you're going to get with each character and a different reaction and different dialogues that you're going to get with those. So that's really interesting. And even if you have them as your romance, there's even more conversations and stuff. So all that's just really exciting to me, and it's fun to play, fun to choose, fun to pick, which not a lot of games do. And a lot of games just give you what you should get, and you kind of just play and go with what you think is their idea and their vision. And at least with these games, you get some choice, and that's really fun. Combat has never been elite in the Dragon Age series. You could argue that Dragon Age Origins was probably their best one because at the time, there weren't as many games and RPGs like that. But from what I've seen is that the combat looks okay for me. It looks fine. It doesn't look like something that disgusts me or repulses me. Sure, was there like better fun combat in like Dragon's Dogma? Sure. Even in Mass Effect, there's funner combat. From what I've seen, and I haven't seen every trailer because my last reaction and trailer I saw was a month ago, because I want to go in fresh and I want to enjoy the game as much as I can. I don't want to farm for views and react and react and react. And that's not a hit to Osmond or to people that do that, because I get it. They're streamers. That's what they do. And personally, I like to watch them do it as well. Now, is this game going to flop? It already isn't, because it's number 42 in Steam's wish listing. And it's in the top sellers, it's at 160. Now, to compare it with a different game like Concord, Concord's number was at 793 in wish lists. And we all know how that game did. And because of that, it looks like Dragon Age Veilguard isn't going to be a flop. Now, again, like I said, where should he start? Where could he be less out of touch? I recommend Dragon Age Inquisition because Cassandra and Blackwall have some amazing story arcs. Not to mention, you're chasing Solus, which has been hinted at through all the games, even via just like a statue, and it's like, oh, that's the Dreadwolf. Oh, who's the Dreadwolf? And just you get fed crumbs throughout. And in Dragon Age, you finally, in Inquisition, you finally get to meet him, and he's in your party, and there's just so much that happens, and obviously he's the villain, and you don't get to, and you chase him through a little bit towards the end in Inquisition, and you catch up to him in Veilguard, and so that's probably the best place to start, because despite how you feel about Inquisition, it was actually good. And so that's the best place to start. You'll have a better idea of what Inquisition is going to look like. I mean, Veilguard is going to look like. I already ordered the deluxe edition. I usually don't, but after seeing gameplay, after seeing the videos, I was like, okay, now I'm ready to drop that and buy that. And so I'm excited to play it for the reasons I've said. If you want to see a reaction to the Dragon Age trailers or gameplay, I'll link it here, wherever, somewhere down on this video. So that's the video. Thanks for being here. Please like and subscribe, because I'm that random dude who showed up in the Kroby Cat Cyberpunk video in between Alana Pierce and Jeff Keighley. So thanks again, and I will see you next time.